What's up, everybody? This is Ace, the contestant that our arena CEOs love to hate, and in this video, we're going to be going over the Season 8 changes in the finals, including the latest 8.01 hotfix released today, Friday, September 12th. Now, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Let's kick things off with the gadgets. First up, the Frag Grenade now has an in-world indicator, a blinking red flash that's super noticeable. Honestly, I think this is a fantastic change, because it means you're much less likely to get taken out by a grenade that you couldn't even see. Next up, we have the H+ infuser. It's finally getting tuned down a bit. Healing per shot dropped from 15 to 14. It sounds like according to the devs, it was still outperforming other healing items, the medium healing beam, and this adjustment should help balance things out. With that, the medium healing might actually find a spot in this meta. And here's a big one. Thermal vision has been temporarily disabled. The dev notes explain that it's been plagued with bugs and unintended advantages for quite a while, and fixing it isn't a quick job, so they benched it for now and will rework it over the next few seasons. Personally, as a light main, I was pairing thermal with smoke, and I know it was a nightmare to fight against, and so I'm sure some people out there won't miss it much. Now on to specializations. The Dematerializer has been nerfed. Charges have been reduced from 3 to 2, but they've added a new functionality. Walls that you dematerialize now stay grouped together, so if you rematerialize one, they all come back. They've also added visual and audio cues, like a short visual delay before walls turn transparent, and even a vibration shimmering effect right before walls disappear. The devs have said this has been a long time coming, since the Dematerializer has dominated both the pick rate and the win rate across nearly every mode. This should slow things down a bit and give unaware defending players a little bit more breathing room and time to react. Honestly, I think this might be a great move. It might finally give the breach drill some of the spotlight in this meta. The Guardian turret is also getting a little bit of love here. The cooldown has been reduced from 40 to 35 seconds, and retrieving it now takes 17.5 seconds instead of 20. The devs admitted it was being underused, and this tweak should make it a bit more appealing without making it overbearing. Next up, we have the healing beam. The healing beam got a buff. Its healing rate went from 40 per second to 46, meaning it can now pump around 253 healing without overheating. This is a pretty solid buff, and honestly long overdue, since it's a specialization and should feel stronger than the infuser or emitter. Moving on now to the winch claw. Heavies, brace yourselves. Cooldowns have gone up across the board, from 7 to 10 seconds on a missed target, from 14 to 18 on any cash outs or contestants, and from 7 to 14 on anything else. Our devs admitted that it's been a bit too strong compared to the other heavy specs, and honestly, as a light main, I am happy to hear about this. Anytime I got winch clawed in the game, I just gave up. I knew I was going to die, so I'm pretty happy to hear about this nerf. Now for the weapons. The 50 cal Akimbos got a slight nerf to effective range. Their damage fall off now starts at 32 meters instead of 35, and max fall off happens at 39 instead of 42.5 meters. Honestly, I don't see this as too bad. I think this is just a nudge just to keep the heavies weapons in their intended role. The CB01 repeater is also getting some attention. Damage is being increased from 84 to 88. The devs say that it's been underperforming and underpicked, but personally, I think that some of the other weapons have a lower skill floor, meaning they're easier to learn. But hopefully this change allows more people to feel comfortable trying this weapon out. Dual blades receive smoother movement. Sprint reactivates 25% faster after the second swing, and 15% faster after the third swing. This just fixed some inconsistencies that made them feel a little bit clunky to use mid-combat. The Pike 556 got hit with a mix of buffs and nerfs. Base damage dropped from 50 to 48. The fall-off damage starts earlier, but it also does a bit more damage at long range, thanks to a higher multiplier. Hipfire accuracy has been reduced as well, especially while crouching, Basically, it sounds like it's being pushed back towards its original role as a mid to long range rifle instead of a jack of all trades rifle. Now the riot shield changes are very interesting. Lunge speed has been slowed, the trigger range went down from 4 meters down to about 2.5, and on top of that, several desync and hitbox issues have finally been addressed. First person animations now line up better with collision, so what you see in the game should finally match what's happening. Honestly, those old hitbox issues were brutal, so fingers crossed this smooth things out for us. With the start of Season 8, we also have 2 sponsors to choose from. It sounds like Halto is returning for another season. They're the digitally insured, virtually secured option of the two. Trentilla is slightly unstable, but shockingly good. It's Trentilla's first time in the arena, so choose carefully, contestants. Another good quality of life change for new players is in Season 8 they're introducing playstyles, which are pre-made contestant templates that bundle a specialization, weapon, and gadgets into just like a singular style of play. They give new players a clear starting point to show off the variety that the finals has to offer, while still letting everyone branch out and experiment on their own personal loadouts and playstyles. This will make the finals friendlier for new players, and will also give a much faster path for unlocking weapons, specializations, and gadgets. I feel that the playstyles, in combination with head-to-head being one of the main game modes that are sticking around, makes the finals much more approachable for new players, and it should very well build the player base to new highs. So with the Hotfix 801, it just dropped today, and the big takeaway here is that the super dash bug has been fixed. With Season 8 coming out, if you dash and you hit jump directly after, you would be launched way farther than they intended, so they went in and fixed that really quickly. A couple other changes came with it, like the H-Infuser no longer gets blocked by your allies' dome shields, the Pike 556 now has the correct headshot damage multiplier, and there was also some sound issues with the swords and the daggers. And that about wraps it up for Hotfix 801. If you found this breakdown to be helpful, make sure you hit that subscribe button here on YouTube for more updates. And come hang out with me live over at twitch.tv/ace_thefinals.
Wow.
I'll see you guys in the arena. Until next time, peace.